please come up. I'll give some deeper insights.
Afraid?
Yes, go ahead.
So I am afraid of dying in poverty, to be not able to have a good job where I can explore all my capacity, have a fear to not follow a spiritual path.
Do you understand? The moment you said you are afraid of dying in poverty, you are already planning for dying in poverty? When you are repeating something so many times, especially without awareness, when it is repeated, you don't even know how many times you are repeating, then naturally you are planning for it. So with integrity, if you start completing with it every time, I am not going to be even thinking of dying in poverty. Then your mind will say, no, whether you think or not, you are going to die, what will you do about it? Understand? Yeah. Then you, no, even this is a negative commitment I am giving it to me. Every word I talk to me is a commitment I am giving it to me. Then if I give this as a commitment, I will be fulfilling it. I don't want to give this commitment and I don't want to fulfill it, I am completing it. I am committing with me, I will live in abundance, leave the body in abundance. I tell you, ma, just only 2-3 days, first 2-3 days it will be a little difficult. Suddenly you will see you will be out of that fear. You will be out of that fear. Now you are planning for abundance. You are planning for abundance. First 2-3 days when you insist, when you talk to you only, your mind will, other part will laugh at you. Whether whatever you may program inside you, but you are going to die in poverty only, what are you going to do about it? So that is what is the deep-rooted lack of integrity. How many of you cognize what I am saying? But first 3-4 days, go on completing. You will see 5th day, the voice will not raise. And you will live in abundance. You will not plan for poverty.
Thank you.
Anybody? Please come up. Please switch on the mic. Yes, please go ahead.
Swami, I kind of got maybe a little conflict on. I laced my fears down, and when I got to the number 3, for integrity and authenticity of it, I reread them and everything like that, and I realized then that I would not let these fears happen because how I feel so deep inside about it, I wouldn't let them have it. I know that with all my being.
So you got it?
Yes.
You got what we need to get, what you are supposed to get through the internalizing. Great. Come on. Come on. It's okay. Come up. Both I'll listen. I'll listen to both one by one.
Swami, I had only one fear that I am unable to internalize. That is, which is me and my brother are looking after the same business.
What business?
We are running an industry.
Where is this?
In Kanchipuram,
native
place itself. It's my father started industry and we both are looking after it.
Cloth?
No, it is gears manufacturing.
Okay.
So we both are looking after it. So that my fear of it is that is basically he is looking after all those property related things and other things. I am looking after inside work in my factory. So that I have a fear of that he may
take away the property.
Cheat me in the property after my father. My father and brother are looking after that. I'm not at all engaged in that work. So that I have a fear that will he take the property after my father's lifespan. And that is the one. And while seeing regular on his behavior and all, I'm basically feared about his efficiency.
Listen. When you have started the fear only, you will even start collecting the data to support your fear. And you will manipulate the data to support your fear. Then you will confirm your fear. Then you will project the fear and make him do what you want. Listen. How many of you cognize what I am saying? I tell you, the problem with the lack of integrity is everyone will get it, but you will not get it. Your mind will say, no, 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 you don't know Swamiji. I know the situation. I am in the spot. I am in the place. Understand? When you repeat something again and again, you make the person do it. You force the person to do it. Anyhow, come on, we'll analyze. We will give the solution.
Another one thing, when we both are working on the same platform, that is, I feel that his efficiency, that is his working time related things, he is a bit slow and he is not, he is taking more leaves or something like that when compared to myself. So that it generally hurts my feelings. So it makes me also to go slow on my work. Like that.
But fine, if both of you go slow, then finally company will suffer.
Yes.
You understand?
That's what my father is feeling now. But for the past 2 months only, I've got that thing of that is demotivating myself.
Yes. His inauthenticity cannot be the reason for your inauthenticity. Understand? Anyhow, we will work on it. Now you identified, na? That's enough. Solution we will do later. Come on. See, I am not actually solving now anything. I am only helping you to identify in these 2 days. Even tomorrow also we will only be identifying. Day after tomorrow only we will be starting working on pulling out those patterns.
I actually have fear of public speaking. Okay, plus stammering for the last 25-30 years.
I'll help you to find the root thought pattern, when it started, and release you from it. This is my commitment for you.
Thank you, Swami. A significant click actually about this. I'm trying to the internalization. Okay, at least for 3 separate fears in my life. Okay, fine.
I think that fear is responsible for this stammering. Am I right?
Actually cause
that fear started causing this stammering.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So actually, so the common cause that I actually seems to be procrastination. I've actually putting off I actually trying to do something that I should have done, and since I was not prepared for it, I actually became fearful. I actually have to face the consequence or the person who I actually had done that. I significant click that I actually got right now. Right, so I actually decided not to stop my procrastination with respect to things, and I come up with a timetable right, and actually commit to it and stick to those commitments with integrity.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much.
No, about clearing the patterns, we'll work later. Now I only wanted you to internalize. We'll go for the Kriya, next Kriya. Sitting on your knees, Vajrasana, anything is okay. But sit straight, listen, please listen. Now the Kriya we are going to do brings strength in your emotional stability. Because emotional instability is responsible for inauthenticity. Inauthenticity is responsible for instability. Let me show you the exact process. It's called Sheetali. Means pull your tongue out and make it like a tube. Inhale the air through the tube. Just swallow the air and try to retain the air inside by putting the chin on the chest. Understand? Without using the fingers, just by the will, chin on the chest. When you feel you can't hold anymore, then slowly exhale through the nose, nostrils. Clear? Listen. Inhaling through tongue. Then holding, don't use the fingers. When you are holding, just put your chin on the chest. Exhaling through the nose. Clear? Listen. Listen the situation I am describing. You are caught in some worrying or some internal conflict, feeling very powerless, but you just think. Finally, you find the solution. With that solution, you are just able to manage, solve that problem for 2-3 days. Suddenly, one fine morning, again you forget the solution. After a week, again your mind is caught in the same problem, worrying. After 2 days, suddenly you discover the same solution, and you feel, oh God, the same solution I found few days before. How did I forget and suffer with the same worry? And again I am with the same solution. Again after a week you forget the solution. You are in the same worrying. After a week, again you find the same solution. How many of you experience this in your life? Cognize this in your life. Please raise your hand fully. You have worrying pattern. That's all is worrying. Means forgetting even the inauthenticity and lack of integrity we have, and falling into the same rut of thinking. Clear? It's extreme unawareness. I'm not talking out of ego. Don't mistake me. I'm just telling you the truth. When I look at the world, I feel thousands of people walking in sleep. That's the way I feel. I'm afraid to go near anybody because they are doing everything in sleep. Everything in sleep. The fellows who attack me, it's not that they have done it consciously with awareness, because they are now dying. They just want to somehow get out of this mess they created. But now they can't get out because it's too much mess. I may leave, but the Sangha won't leave and public won't leave now. So without even being aware, you just continue to make big decisions in your life. Just different patterns makes you different decisions. The more and more hangover and incompletion you have inside you, the more and more forgetful you become. Forgetfulness happens to you when you are overwhelmed by constant incompletion of thoughts happening inside you, and that leads to constant worrying to happen inside you. Let's do the internalisis. Please get your internalisis worksheet. Listen. Write down all aspects of your life that you worry about in your life. For each of these worrying aspects of your life, write down the thoughts you have, the words you utter, and the actions you take. Identify where you are not being in integrity. Examine where you gave your words and did not honor and fulfill them. Remember, whenever you are not integrated with the inner and outer words you utter, worrying will become pattern in you. Sorry, inner and outer words you gave, words you utter, worrying will become a pattern in you. Third, look at your life and identify all the things that you forget most often. For example, you regularly forget to take your medicine. You forgot where you kept your car keys. Examine what are the words you utter in all these aspects of your life where you are forgetful. Identify and write down where you are not in integrity with your words. Okay? Listen. Clear? Please start answering the questions by internalizing. I just wanted to listen to 2-3 people, what you wrote. Then I will give you the process. Please come up. How many of you cognize this pattern of again and again forgetting the solutions you discovered when you wrote? Go ahead. Mic. Please switch on the mic. Switch the mic on. Go ahead.
I've noticed that I try to get around the difference between my inner and outer words by using some weasel words like I will try to do something. Then whether
loopholes through which you can escape later on. Raise the hand. So your planning time itself, you have enough of negative ambience. It is like in a big septic tank, you try to spray scent. The ambience is so dirty. Septic tank means, you understand? It's an Indian word. I don't know the Western word. What's the American word?
Ambience.
Sewage tank. Big sewage tank, you try to spray scent. The ambience is so negative, how can your scent have any, perfume have any smell? So you are planning to do something positive, but the ambience is so negative, then you keep enough of loopholes in your plan itself, so that later on you can, through that hole you can come out. Got it?
Oh yes.
Come on.
Hi. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
I often let my mind run stories. Like, in fact, when I was coming here, I was nervous. And my flight was delayed because of mechanical problems. So all of a sudden, I told myself, it's a sign I shouldn't come. And Dira actually was texting with me, and he said, Sarah, it's just that the flight is delayed. You're creating these stories. And the other thing I wanted to say is that I always lose my keys. I have 4 kids, and I then get frustrated with them because I'm overwhelmed, and I sort of blame them for losing the keys when it's really my own issue.
All right. So, shall we start the process now? It will be nice if you guys fill your stomach with the water. Again, I am going to create a heat in you, in your stomach. When you sit in different postures, your body energy becomes different. How many of you have discovered that? So each posture is to give pressure or focus on one energy center. Clear? Now, this is Gomukha Asana. Are you able to see? And you will hold both the hands, both the legs, because you are going to work on the stomach. Clear? Now, continuously pull the lower abdomen in and up. Let me show you. Listen. Pull the lower abdomen in and up. So naturally exhaling will happen. You understand? So after a few minutes, automatically body will breathe. But you go on exhaling, using your stomach like a bellows. Have you seen the bellows, which is used for pumping the air? Yes. You can throw the air out through the mouth or the nose, okay, no problem. But you should not be using the lungs to throw the air out. You should be using only the belly to throw the air out. Better you drink enough water so that you are able to handle the heat. Clear? Please start. It's called Bastrika in yogic tradition. The asana is called Gomukasana and the process is called Bastrika. Please tie the ribbon. After every 1 minute or 2 minutes, you can have a normal breathing, kind of a break, but not more than 30-second, 1 minute break. Maximum break can be only 1 minute. The special attention needed, very mellow. Please tie the ribbon. And start the process. Do not use the lungs, use only the stomach to blow the air out. Empty your body. You can keep your mouth open so that exhaling will be much deeper.